morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Friday, October 6th, 2017. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. There will be no broadcast on Monday and Tuesday of next week. There was a fairly significant 6.3 magnitude earthquake that hit off the eastern coast of Japan earlier today. The USGS recorded the earthquake this morning. There are no reports of any casualties or damage. The quake struck about 180 miles east of Honshu. This is the specific area where the big earthquake hit in 2011 that destroyed the Fukushima nuclear power plant. The U.S. economy lost 33,000 jobs in the aftermath of Hurricanes Harvey and Irma last month. This is the first decline in 6 years. Analysts had been expecting job growth to slump a little bit after the 1-2 punch from the hurricanes, but this was worse than expected. Analysts had still been expecting about 75,000 new jobs, but instead there was a net of 33,000 lost. Tropical storm Nate, meanwhile, is gathering strength. It's currently moving toward the northwest Caribbean, and a hurricane watch is in effect from Morgan City, Louisiana to the Mississippi-Alabama border, metropolitan New Orleans as well. A watch means hurricane conditions are possible, carries less certainty than a warning. Meanwhile, Tropical Storm Nate killed at least 22 people in Central America yesterday as it pummeled the region with heavy rain. The Spanish insurer Mapfre is being closely watched by the international reinsurance market after issuing a loss estimate of only 150 million to 200 million euros for recent cat events, despite its huge market share in Puerto Rico, which was devastated by Maria and by Irma. A number of senior reinsurance sources have questioned the resilience of the loss estimate, with a widespread expectation in the market that Mapfre is going to breach the top of its reinsurance program and have to begin to call on claim paying from the reinsurance community. The CEO of Mapfre said, "Our range is based on our profound knowledge of our portfolio and our long experience in Puerto Rico, as well as a clear understanding of the way our reinsurances work." Of course, sources have been all over the place insofar as what the loss estimates for Maria are. It began with with AIR coming out with the suggestion that total insured losses for Maria could be as high as $85 billion. More credible loss range is thought to be the RMS number, which is in the $20 to $30 billion range. I wonder Mapfre's numbers might be confusing to some. The Spanish government in Madrid seems to be wanting to soften the tone with Catalonia after the referendum on Sunday, which saw mass arrests as well as an occasional tear gas bomb used by Spanish authorities to try to dissuade voters from voting. Spain apologized earlier today for a violent crackdown on Catalonia's independence referendum Sunday, a conciliatory gesture, as both sides seem to look for a way out of the nation's worst political crisis since it became a democracy after the death of Francisco Franco 40 years ago. The Spanish representative in northeast Catalonia said, "When I see these images," referring to the TV pictures of the mass arrest on Sunday, "and see people being hit, pushed, and even one person hospitalized, I can't help but regret it and apologize on behalf of the officers that intervened." The Catalonian government also made some noises about wishing to speak to the Spanish about the political situation, not outrightly stipulating that they're going to secede. So perhaps the temperature here could be lowered somewhat. 16 people were killed in Russia when a train hit a bus at a railroad crossing in the region of Vladimir, about 62 miles east of Moscow. Russian media is reporting that the bus engine may have stalled after the driver ignored a red warning signal. Authorities said the driver had tried to get the 55 passengers from Uzbekistan to leave the bus. All those who died were on board. No train passengers were injured. There's an interesting video on the internet about an Emirates A380 Super Jumbo Airbus jet landing in Dusseldorf, Germany yesterday. The landing was successful. However, there were very strong winds, as high as 65 miles per hour, crosswinds that immediately affected the Airbus as soon as it touched down on the runway. Apparently, according to passengers on board the plane as well as observers at the airport, it was only through the efforts of the pilots that the plane did not run off the tarmac and in fact remained on the runway and was able to successfully get to the gate. There are interesting videos to watch. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we will see you on Wednesday of next week.